What is up, comic fans? This is Matt with the Hardcover Comic, and I got a little bit of a package from Marvel today. Nothing big, but I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a sneak preview of what's to come in Wednesday's comics and kind of give you a brief rundown of sort of what I thought. And then also stay tuned to our Instagram on Wednesday morning when Mike is going to be dropping a lot more reviews for all the Marvel goodness coming up Wednesday. But, so we got a couple things here. First up, we got Strange Academy #1, which I'll dive into these here in a minute. We'll just kind of go over the covers and then I'll kind of do a little bit of a deeper dive. Next up, we have Spider-Man Noir #1. And then we have Alex Ross's Marvel. So let's go ahead and dive in. All right, everybody. So first up, we have Spider-Man Noir #1, written by Margaret Stohl, art by Juan Ferreira. And for those that don't know, Dave Raposa actually did the cover for this, which I thought was really awesome. I love Dave Raposa's art. He also wrote Steve Lichtman, which I've done overviews on in the past. Really funny book. Hopefully Volume 3 comes out at some point. So it was really cool to see him on something else, a little bit well-known, which is kind of cool to see. So, opening up here. This is really kind of takes place about 8 years or so after the original Spider-Man Noir miniseries. The art throughout this book is, I'm going to kind of go fast, I don't want to accidentally spoil anything, but the art throughout this book is absolutely phenomenal. It is gorgeous throughout. I really, really love the art. It's kind of like your classic sort of Humphrey Bogart-ish, detective, only with Spider-Man's powers. Mary Jane and Aunt May are aware that he is Spider-Man. Nobody else really obviously knows who he is, but they're out, and Peter teams up with a doctor to solve a murder, and that's really kind of where we're at, and that's where it leaves us, is that next up they're solving a murder. I really enjoyed this book quite a bit. It was a lot of fun. I will definitely be checking out issue 2 going forward. I don't know how many issues this is going to run for, but I will definitely be grabbing issue 2. I loved it. Like I said, the art was amazing, as you guys could see. And the story was good. I enjoyed it. It's kind of curious to see where it goes from there. I kind of like the old-timey, like, hey, mugs and wise guys. And I don't know. It was kind of fun. So that is that. Next up, we have Alex Ross's Marvel. Now, what this is really, well, aside from gorgeous art throughout, I mean, come on. In the beginning, anyway, it's all Alex Ross. It's kind of an anthology that sort of tells a story. So first up, you have Overture, which is by Alex Ross and Steve Darnall. Then you have Spider-Man Make My Day by Frank Espinoza, and dialogue by Sajin Saini. Then you have The Boy and the Brute, written by Kurt Busiek, art by Steve Rude. And then you're going to finish it off again, yet back with Overture with Alex Ross. So right here, just absolutely gorgeous artwork by Alex Ross. You can't really go throughout. And then up here, it's a completely different style. Like I said, it is an anthology book, which apparently Alex Ross kind of dreamed of doing this 30 years ago when he did his first Marvel's book. He kind of wanted to give people that maybe this is the first time they've ever worked on a Marvel title. He wanted to give them a shot. And so that's really kind of what this is. So there's the Spider-Man Make My Day. I enjoyed this book overall. I thought it was really good. I really like Kurt Busiek's story, the Brute and the Boy. I thought that was pretty good, or the Boy and the Brute. Thought that was really good. Kind of nice little Avengers flashback, old school Silver Age Avengers, which was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed looking at the art and kind of having that old feel to it. And Busiek's writing is just really phenomenal as well. Kind of go through here back to the end, and then you don't want you guys to see that you kind of have Alex Ross's art at the end, but then coming up here at Emerald Comic Con, you got a huge, I wish they were coming to Kansas City Planet Comic Con. You got Scotty Young coming, but nobody else. It'd be awesome if they all would have came to Planet Comic Con, but if you're going to Emerald City, there you go. Looks like there's a new Dr. Aphra coming out, which is going to be pretty exciting stuff, too. I really actually enjoyed the last solo that she had. And up next, they actually do give kind of a sneak peek of what's coming up next. Let me see if I can find that page here really quick. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed, folks. I don't have a tripod near me. Where's it at? Don't judge. Just kidding. You can judge all you want. Was it at? Oh, okay. Here we go. We'll just zoom in right here. So up next, we have coming up stories by Dan Breton, Eric Powell, which I am super excited about. I really want to get issue 2 of this just due strictly to the Eric Powell, and then Paola Rivera. So they are going to be doing more issues of this. And if nothing else, you have some really gorgeous art here by Alex Ross. All right, now diving into my personal pick of the week, Strange Academy, number 1. Now, right here is a story that, well, to be honest with you, I wasn't looking forward to. Nothing against it. It just, I don't know, didn't really seem like it was going to be my speed. It's a bunch of little kids going to a magic school. You know what I mean? Kind of felt like Harry Potter. But all that being said, I was pleasantly surprised. So you got Scotty Young writing, Humberto Ramos on art, Edgar Delgado on colors, and it really kind of takes place with this girl, Emma. She learns that she has these magical powers, and then Zelma comes and kind of scoops her away and takes her to the magic school, and so you have this, really cool art. I actually really like Humberto Ramos' art in this book. Sometimes Humberto Ramos' art is kind of hit or miss with me. It just sort of depends on the title. But in this book, it fits so incredibly well. I really, really dug it. Not only that, but Scotty Young's storytelling in this, there's serious laugh out loud moments. There's just really awesome, fun kind of characters throughout. I really enjoyed it. You got Loki, you got Brother Voodoo, you got, all these great characters, some new characters. Also in here, you have, obviously, Marvel's going to be pumping out Empire. So you have this really huge fold out that is going to be showing you everything that is upcoming with Empire. And I mean, just even looking at the creative teams on this, you got some awesome creative teams on this. Empire is definitely something I'm going to want to be checking out myself. Al Ewing, Pepe Larraz on Avengers. Come on. Dan Slott, RB Silva on Fantastic Four. But anyways, moving on to Strange Academy. So yeah, all the new students, there's a bunch of new students that you meet for the first time. They're all a lot of really fun characters, all different personalities and types, make the world go round. And then you get this beautiful battle at the end, which I don't want to spoil for anyone, so we'll kind of skip that. But going on to the Strange Academy application, you can actually fill out an application and Marvel will print it, as long as you email it in, or you could physically rip it out, but who would do that to their comic? Unless you're binding, of course. But yeah, you can go ahead and fill out your Strange Academy application and send that in. And then Strange Academy issue 2 on sale April 1st. Super excited. Like I said, this book was my pick of the week. I honestly was not expecting to enjoy this book. It didn't really seem like something that was up my alley. Felt a little, kind of kiddish, I guess you could say in a way. But it was so good. So incredibly good. I'm actually going to be seeing Scotty Young here in a few weeks at Planet Comic-Con Kansas City. So I am going to actually be having him sign this, which I am really cool about. I've met him a few times now. He's a super cool guy. I'm super excited about it. But yeah, I can't wait to talk to him about this book. And just even for a few minutes, hopefully we can get an interview with him. We'll see. But yeah, if you guys are looking for a really fun title that you're kind of comes out of nowhere and something you're not expecting, Strange Academy, number 1, pick it up. My pick of the week.